Yo, what's up guys, Shad here, and welcome to week 7 of the GPC, the final week in this league before playoffs, which we're not making. Obviously we start in 8th, there's no way. This week we're up against Bluesy and his Edinburgh Nites. So, a couple of things before the game. This is the current table in our division. Matthew is set for playoffs, he's 5-1, he's in, plus 22 differential, which is ridiculous. Then we have Merc and Uzi who are still fighting for a playoff spot. I think theoretically, no, Sasha doesn't have a chance because he could. Sasha does have a chance in theory, but I don't think that's very likely. To be completely honest, because Merc is playing the Detroit Record Droppers. Don't think he's gonna drop any points there, and Uzi's playing Sasha. So basically, it's between Uzi and Merc. It's in Merc's hand because he does have that plus 9 differential. Uzi quote-unquote only has plus 3. So yeah, we're in 5th, we have -6 still, even though we're still undefeated and got a 6-0, we're still -6, because, you know, the guy before me went -13 in 4 games, which is less than ideal. But with this game we actually have a decent chance of getting into the top 4, which would be pretty cool. Not that it matters, but would be really pretty cool. And the most important thing, of course, is we can go undefeated in the GPC, and that's kind of pretty fucking cool. So yeah, that's that. As I said, we're playing Uzi and the Edinburgh Nites. He's second to last, but that doesn't mean anything really. And also, I'm gonna go over the teams. This is not as I thought it would be. Oh god. Let's make it this. Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful. There was a transfer window. A lot of things happened since the last week before the season ends. Everyone was like, let's just fuck around. And I use that because I want to have a cool team to end the season with. And that's my team right now. Ladias, Megalopony, Gothitella, Mammothswine, Arcanine, Tangrowth, Mesprit, Polrath, Metagross, Rhydon, Rufflet, and Porygon 2. There's a space between Porygon and 2. That's not a thing normally. Anyway, I didn't do that, so don't care. Yeah, we traded, as you can see a couple of those trades, not everything. We traded Donphan for Mammothswine to Conan's Manchester Meganiums. He doesn't want to make playoffs anyway, so I'm pretty sure, because things and stuff. So hey, that works. He would actually have had a really good chance of making playoffs, but he decided that he doesn't want to, so fair enough. We got Mammothswine, which is just a fucking monster. Then we dropped Luxray to get Rufflet, because Rufflet is God. And before this week, Bluesy, all those fucking names. Bluesy also changed up his team a lot. He didn't have Red Rock before. His only 2 electric resistances before this game were Heatran and Jolteon. So the chance of Rufflet putting in work were pretty high. And they still are, to be honest, because Red Rock is just not a problem to my team at all. Then we traded Sigilyph away for Mesprit to Gareth and his Lorient Loftus. Good friend of mine, I was like, yo, give me Mesprit. He was like, yo, for Rhydon or Sigilyph. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give you Rhydon. But then Bluesy got Talonflame, so I was like, can we just do Sigilyph? He was like, yeah, and then I did that, and now I have a Mesprit, and it's cool. that's the basic short story of that. I'm actually bringing Rhydon, but it's not. I want to have it just because they will deter from bringing Talonflame, and Talonflame is a threat outside of Rhydon, and something else that we'll see in a second. And the last but not least, I got Porygon 2 because Bluesy picked up Mega Gyarados. That thing runs through my team. Scary shit. Polrath can take it on, but it depends on the Gyarados set. If it is the rare Mega Gyarados with bounce, or if he just does Mega Evolve and has bounce, because in the GPC you're gonna have to Mega Evolve first turn like in every other league, which is an interesting mechanic that makes that Gyarados guy a little bit scarier. So also with Mold Breaker he can just ignore my Water Absorb, which is not fun because he can flinch me. But yeah, Porygon 2, I traded that away for Audino with Sam of the Dunsparce, and you can see him over here. He can't play the season anymore because his laptop broke, I think is what happened. So yeah, he can't play anymore, so I was like, yo, give me P2. He was like, yeah, sure, why not, I don't care. That's the basic short story. So yeah, with P2, P2 actually has the ability to 6-0 his team, like, look at it, nothing killed it. Heatran doesn't do much unless it's Specs, or of course if it's the Toxic Taunt variant, it just beats me. Mega Gyarados gets beaten. I don't think there's a way that it can beat me. Red Rock is a Red Rock. It can Toxic me, but that's really it. I'm not gonna say it on it, but you know. Diggersby doesn't actually do terrible amounts of damage to me unless he's Adamant Life Orb or Choice Bandit with Superpower or Hammer Arm. I don't think he 2 kills me. If I'm feeling defensive, Chestnut, of course, if it's offensive, can do a lot. Helios needs to be like Life Orb or Specs to 2 kill me. With Focus Blast, Togetic is a Togetic. Talonflame can't fucking touch me for the life of it. And then there's Dragonite, which also cannot fucking touch me. So that's pretty nifty. I need to drink something because I am sick. So that's gonna happen. It did happen. So yeah, that's that. And yeah, I think I have much better matchup this game because Megalopony just runs through his team. Togetic and Chestnut has only 2 options, both of which could get trapped by Gothitail, but I'm not bringing Gothitail this week. I was just not feeling it. You know, it kind of happens. But I can deal with these things fairly well. Mammothswine also puts in work. And yeah, sorry about that. That was a little pause. Blame my mother for coming on for no reason. Yeah, that's basically that. I have the matchup. I can deal with his offensive threats. Talonflame is a problem. Dragonite, if I let it sit up, could be a little bit scary, but Porygon 2 still takes a hit. And I have Mammothswine with Ice Shard, so that combination will always save me. Talonflame could also get a little bit scary because there's a lot of pressure on P2 this game. If you manage to Toxic me or something, P2 could get in trouble. Because I don't have a Cleric anymore. Well, not a good one at least. I don't know what's my reliable Cleric, and then I have a couple other things that could do it but don't want to do it. Like Gothitail, for example. So yeah, that's it. Helios is annoying, but it's not a threat at all. Diggersby can definitely be a massive threat. It's Diggersby. It's always going to be a threat. So I'm just going to hop on over to the team builder. Let me adjust this real quick, Reno. So yeah, first one I'm bringing is obviously going to be Duct Tape to Porygon 2. I like that name, I'm proud of it. If I had Analytic, I actually decided to go with Analytic over Trace or Download. Trace would have been nice if I switched it on the Gyarados before it Mega Evolves, I could intimidate off that kind of thing. Or Download for boost. I was also considering Trace to Trace Diggersby's huge power and do so much damage to it with return. At the calc, it does a lot. It's like 80% I think, which is ridiculous. Huge power is a fun ability, kids. But overall I decided with Analytic because he's gonna have to switch out of the thing. He's gonna be faster with his team, of course, with the majority at least, and that will boost my hits. That will boost my things and my stuff. That will mean I can guarantee to break any sort of sub, and that's neat. Ice Beam Discharge actually hit his team really hard. He doesn't have much that wants to take Bolt Beam coverage, which is kind of neat. And then I have HP Ground because it hits Heatran on the switch. I'm not gonna say on Heatran, as I said, he could be a Toxic Taunt variant or even Magma Storm Toxic Taunt, that kind of deal, which would just not be fun. I'm also gonna open the teams on my phone again so I don't have to do the thing all the time. That's not smart. So yeah, Heatran gets hit by HP Ground, Mega Gyarados gets hit by Discharge. Decided to go with Discharge over T-Bolt because Paras are nice, basically. Regirock can switch in, but it's a Regirock, it can't do much to me. Once again, it just doesn't hurt my team at all. Diggersby doesn't want to take an Ice Beam whatsoever. Same with Chestnut. Helios doesn't want to take anything particularly outside of Discharge. Togetic gets hit. It does some damage, which helps Megalopony kill it later on, which is nice. Talonflame doesn't want to take 8 Discharge, and Dragonite doesn't want to take 8 Ice Beam. So, yeah, that's pretty nice. And also, as I said, the thing doesn't get tweaked up by anything. Fully physical defensive because the majority of his team is physical. So yeah, P2 has the ability to win the game, and it's mainly there for the Mega Gyarados. I was considering running like Magic Code to bounce back potential Taunt. That's the one. I was going to say Recover, which doesn't make sense. Potentially bounce back the Taunt from Mega Gyarados. Whatever may have Taunt, but deciding against it. Him Power Ground is cool to hit on the Switch. So next up, I wanted Stealth Rocks, I wanted Electric Immunity, and John Smelts, the Mammothswine. It's our new member. Second new member actually. We're bringing 3 out of 4. Not Mesprit because I'm a bad person and it didn't fit perfectly in this matchup. Focus Sash, I had Life Up first, but I was like, I kind of want to have the guarantee of Rocks up if I feel like I need to. I kind of want to have a safety net in the back basically. If something goes wrong, if P2 actually goes down to Mega Gyarados, I can go to the thing and EQ that thing and revenge kill with Megalopony or something else, which we'll see later on. So yeah, Mammothswine, Focus Sash, Thick Fat, Earthquake, Icicle Spear, Ice Shard, and Stealth Rocks, Max Attack, Adamant, and then 240 speed, which are for something that I forgot. Probably Heatran. Most definitely Heatran or Diggersby. I think Diggersby actually, yeah. Because that's 78, Heatran 77. So Adamant Diggersby is what I outspeed. I want to be Adamant because that just hits his team super duper hard. Gyarados is actually pretty decent switching before and after Mega Evolving. Because, actually no, not after Mega Evolving too much. But yeah, that's actually the only real switching he has. Talonflame, if he's a bulky bird, can switch in. So yeah, maybe I should have had a rock move, but it didn't feel like it was necessary. Icicle Spear over Icicle Crash, of course, for things like Dragonite's Multiscale. General potential berries he could have on things like Gips. I don't know. No, not really. there's no berry potential on anything, I don't think. I shot, of course, for priority for D9 and stuff, because I can chew an E-Speed because of Mamoswine, and then EQ for Auto Stab and stuff and things, and yeah. So, next up we'll bring in Mine, the Mega Lopunny, one of our MVPs so far. With the Lopunite, this time I have Limbo on it, doesn't matter, so, but I have it, it's cool. Fake Out, Drain Punch, Return, and Quick Attack, Max Attack, Adamant, 184 speed and 72 in HP. That speed allows me to outspeed his entire team. His fastest one, I think, is Adamant Talonflame, which is what I outspeed with this. I don't outspeed a Jolly one, but I outspeed an Adamant one, because I didn't want to go Jolly Lopunny this week. I felt like Adamant would be nice. Also, I don't think he's bringing Jolly Talonflame. If he brings Talonflame, it's either going to be just Adamant Band or something of the sort, or Adamant SD. Or like this Spadef Bulk Up Taunt variant, which could actually be a problem for P2. So yeah, but I will paralyze it with this charge, which is another reason why I picked this charge. Yeah, I have Quick Attack for the Talonflame because Fake Out plus Quick Attack kills. It's also nice to have 2 priority moves on this thing because it hits really hard. And if something goes out of hand, like Mega Gyarados, for example, as I said, I can go into Mamoswine, EQ, and then Fake Out plus Quick Attack should be able to kill it. So yeah, as that, Drain Punch is nice because it does a lot of damage to his team. He has Heliolisk, Diggersby, Regirock, Mega Gyarados, and Heatran, who are all weak to fighting. And I didn't want to run High Jump Kick, really. I felt like I would be spamming a lot of return, and I can get health back. Mega Lopunny isn't... Well, Mega Lopunny is gonna be cleaning up late game, so I don't need to power High Jump Kick on. I didn't feel like it, at least. So, yeah. And next up, of course, our biggest win condition. Well, Mega Lopunny is a massive win condition this week because it speeds everything on his team, and it does so much damage to his team. Also, with Talonflame, I don't think he has anything that could be Scarfed and Oko me. Like, Talonflame, of course, is not gonna be Scarfed, but it can Oko me. Dragonite maybe could be Scarfed and then Bop me with Superpower or Outrage, but hey, they just changed the dimensions. No, it didn't. Cool. But yeah, Lopunny's gonna put in work, and then of course Godbird, Deruffler, Choice Scarf, Hustle, Brave Bird, Return, Superpower and U-Turn, Max Attack, 224 speed, 224 speed, and 32 in HP. That speed allows me to outspeed his entire team. I'm pretty sure that's what I did with it. The first thing I can outspeed, basically. Rufflet puts in work, which is to be expected because it's Rufflet. Superpower hits Heatran, and it does a good chunk to Regirock, considering that's Regirock. And Brave Bird just does so much to everything else. Yeah, Superpower also does a lot to Mega Gyarados and Oko's Diggersby, Oko's Togetic. Not Togetic, Helios, that's the one. So yeah, Godbird is gonna be nice to revenge kill stuff, and also I have a Rufflet. I win automatically. Like, I don't care what you do, Rufflet wins. So yeah, Rufflet is gonna be nice, it's gonna be fun. Hopefully I can get a kill with Rufflet, because it's Rufflet, it deserves to be a kill. So, to be a kill, to get a kill. So, this one I wanted a little bit more bulk, so first up we'll bring Cordelia, Deladias with Leftovers, and Levitate, Roost, Thunderbolt, Psychic, and Defog. Max HP, almost max speed, and 8 in special attack. Speed allows me to outspeed Heliolisk by 1 point. I had Earthquake first over T-Bolt, but then I realized Heatran is first up, not a threat to my team. I have P2 with HP grown, I have Mamoswine with Earthquake, I have Lopunny and a Poliwrath, and Superpower on Rufflet. I don't need Earthquake on the thing, I really don't. So, I went T-Bolt because it was basically between T-Bolt and Ice Beam for Togetic. T-Bolt is better though because his Mega Gyarados, which is immune to Psychic, so I can at least hit that somewhat. Does a good chunklet. It also hits Talonflame super effectively, which is nice. And yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, that's that. The thing is basically just there to check things, to switch into things like Helios, Heatran, and help with things like Diggersby and Chestnut. Also, it switches into Chestnut really well. It helps with Diggersby a little bit. Yeah, also it speeds Dragonite, which is cool because I can maybe threaten it out. even though I don't have the thing, stuff. I also want defog, of course, this week, because I'm bringing Rufflet, so I need rocks support. Rocks away. And then we have Poliwrath, which didn't have a nickname in the battle. Fuck my life. Probably the second, of course. With the Cobra Berry, Water Absorb, Scald, Ice Beam, Vacuum with Focus Blast. Basically the same set as last week, but with Focus Blast over HP Grass. Was it last week? Yeah, it was last week. 160 HP, 252 special attack, and 96 speed. That I think allows me to outspeed uninvested Diggersby? Heatran? Probably both. I probably just went with Diggersby just in case. He's not going to bring an uninvested Diggersby, but hey. I can outspeed it if he does. Cobra Berry is of course for the Talonflame. I can live a Brave Bird and get a Scald off, which can be nice. Because Brave Bird recoil plus Scald plus Fake plus Quick Take also kills, so I don't need rocks up. So yeah, that's also a thing. And Poliwrath is also helpful for Heatran, because Heatran is not as easy to switch into as you would expect, because Heatran is strong as fuck. It also helps with Mega Gyarados because I'm not immune because of Mold Breaker, but I resist both of its stabs. I can take everything that wants to throw at me outside of a bounce. I can also deal with Regirock. I can deal with Diggersby very well. Not very well, but as well as you would expect this thing to. It does actually do a good chunk to Chestnut, which is nice. And Dragonite as well. So also Helios takes a good chunk from a Vacuum Wave. So yeah, that's basically that. And we're just gonna get into the game. I'm gonna pause and then we'll do the thing with the stuff. Yay! Okay, we're back and this is team preview. He brought Mega Gyarados, Diggersby, Chestnut, Heatran, Togetic, and Heliolisk. No Regirock to be expected. No Talonflame, nice because that thing is annoying and a threat. And no Dragonite, which is very, very good and slightly surprising because my team doesn't actually have a good switch into a Dragonite outside of P2 and defensive Metagross, which you could just pack, you know, EQ for, or like Metagross in general. You can pack EQ or even Fire Blast for if you want to go mixed. But I get it as well because setup Dragonite isn't the greatest. But Abandoned one could have been nice. But once again, P2, he probably did his calcs with P2 and realized, yeah, that thing just is gross. So yeah, P2 is the fattest thing in history. And yeah. Also, Chestnut and Togetic are there, both of them take on Mega Lopunny, but everything else after Gyarados Mega Evolves is weak to fighting. That's nice. That works for Poliwrath and Mega Lopunny very well. Yeah, Rufflet also, you know, does Rufflet things because there's no Regirock especially. So, I decided to lead off with one Mega Lopunny, just see what he does. I'm expecting Helios to be the lead. Kind of not, but maybe. Could also be Gyarados, but you know. If he does leave with Gyarados, it forces him to not Mega Evolve, because otherwise he will take a buttload. Yeah, otherwise he'll take a buttload from a fighting type hit. So, yeah. I'm just gonna do Mega Lopunny. I have no reason not to. And Helios with Pew. His Helios works out perfectly for me because Helios cannot do much to me. Well, it can, but it's not gonna kill me anytime soon, and it's not gonna take a hit anytime soon. So, I'm just gonna go for Fake. I'll do 14% to Togetic, which is fine. Just switch out to my mouse when I'm kind of expecting T-Wave. I'm kind of expecting Dazzling Gleam. If he does that, it's fine. He does go for T-Wave. Perfect for me. I got that free switch in. And now I can just get my rocks. I think that's what I did, at least. Yeah, got my rocks as he switches into his Gyarados, which is fine. I do have a Porygon 2, which doesn't care about anything that Mega Gyarados does. He Mega Evolves right away and goes for the Earthquake. I'm not sure why I went for Earthquake. Probably because it's his best hitting move for Poliwrath at this point. So, fair enough. P2 takes it like it's nothing, even though it's a crit. Go for Discharge as Chestnut comes in, takes the Para to the face, which is nice. I was kind of expecting Heatran to be a switch in, but you know, as we see later, it's not set he can beat this actually. So, I go into Latios because Latios is a very slow switch into Chestnut. He goes for Super Fang, which is pretty cool, but not a problem. And I'm just gonna roost up right here, because he's not gonna stay in. If he does, it's fine. So he goes into Togetic. I'm just gonna click T-Bolt. I want to pause there. Good job. I'm gonna go for T-Bolt because I knew he would do something that is not Roost. I was fairly sure he would not Roost right here. I felt like he would click Baton Pass or Defog. Those were kind of two things I was leaning towards. So, just go for T-Bolt. That does more than expected, actually. 36% or 30.6%, 31 basically. And now I can actually kill him with another one. So yeah, that wasn't actually a roll, or not as much of a roll as you would think, because he wasn't at 31%, he was at 30.3%, and I have to sneeze. Be right back. Okay. professionalism. Yeah, he was 30.3, which you can't see, but it says that in the chat. So it was a roll, probably, but in my favor, it seems like. So yeah, Togetic is gone. That's huge for a lot for Mega Lopunny, and Poliwrath. Latias gets a kill. So it's a good thing I packed T-Bolt over EQ. So now he's gonna go into his Diggersby, and the most expendable member routine I feel outside of Rufflet is Poliwrath. So he goes for knockoff. That does a lot. He gets rid of my Cobra Berry, which is fine. I think at this point I just off a Scald. No, we go for Focus Blast. Kind of expecting healers to riskily switch in, or Gyarados, but hey, he pulls a double into his healers here, probably expecting a switch into something, maybe Latias, I don't know, not exactly sure. But I go for Ice Beam, staying in because I'm a man. But now I'm gonna switch out because I don't want to take a Life Orb, T-Balls or something. He goes for Grass as I switch into Latias. Latias is my safest overall play. It doesn't care about anything that healers want to throw at it, except for maybe Dark Pulse. So yeah, what we're going to do here is I think just go for Psychic, because if he goes to Gyarados, it's fine. I still have P2 at high health, and yeah, this Heatran takes a lot, which makes me think that it's a scuffed Heatran. And he goes for Flash Cannon, gets a crit. Still does nothing to Poliwrath because Poliwrath is a lord. At this point, I think I just go for the safe Scald. No reason to risk anything or to overpredict or whatever. Scald is just a safe play. Chesnaught comes in and then takes the Ice Beam to the face on the next turn, goes for Drain Punch. I live because Poliwrath is a fucking monster and can finish the thing off with another Ice Beam. That means both of his checks / counters / anything to Mega Lopunny are gone. He has nothing for it right now, which is amazing. So what I'm going to do here is just set my Poliwrath off against this Mega Gyarados. Gonna go for my Vacuum Wave, which is nothing, but that's what the uninvested Mega Gyarados takes. He goes for Waterfall because he has Mold Breaker, which it took me 1 second to realize in the game. I was like, wait, oh yeah. So now I can go into Rufflet. As you can see, all of the things that he has left are weak to fighting, right? So I can just click Superpower and win. Well, I will get drops, so I have to switch out, but basically I get a kill. Mega Gyarados, as you saw from the damage, took 26%, which means he is uninvested, or barely invested. Which means Scarf Rufflet does minimum of 80 point something percent to Mega Gyarados. So I can actually kill it. I can get a kill with Rufflet, unless I miss, go for Superpower, and I miss! And he just goes for Dragon Dance, which is pretty scary, and now I have to stack Rufflet. So unfortunate, so unfortunate. If Rufflet wouldn't miss, it would be the best Pokemon ever, but hey. So, I'm gonna go to P2, that's a +1 Waterfall from Mega Gyarados, that did nothing. But I decided to 1v1 the thing with my Porygon, go for Recover here, and I think go for another Recover here. Nope, I go for Discharge because I didn't want to risk getting flinched. So yeah, that's just the safest play, but Recover was probably the better play, but hey. Right here I'm going to sack my P2 off because, you know, that just happened. It's my best play, and now I can just go Mega Lopunny and basically clean up the game unless he has 2 Scarfers. I calculated, modest Scarfed Overheat doesn't kill me, does max of 99 point something%, I think. But he goes for the, I think, Timid Scarf Flash Cannon. I live, go for Drain Punch, get back to basically full HP. And now he has to have a Scuffed Diggersby plus a Scuffed Healers to actually do something. But he goes to Diggersby, he's banned because a Quick Attack does more than Heatran's Flash Cannon, or the same as Heatran's Flash Cannon, which is ridiculous. Go for another Drain Punch, that thing is just gone. And Healers is gonna come in. It's revealed to be Life Orb, so I outspeed. Go for Drain Punch because I want to end this game on full HP. 3 months at full HP. And that's gonna be a GG to Bluesy. The Drain Punch and Heatran, I think the Heatran, the Drain Punch and Heatran was a roll, which was pretty much in my favor. If he would have lived, I would have just quick attacked it, and we would have been fine. So yeah, 3-0 victory. As a GG Bluesy, it was a fun game, except for Rufflet missing. It probably could have been a 5-0, 4-0 if Rufflet didn't miss, but hey, you know, every god has something that holds him back, probably, maybe, I don't know. Something philosophical. Insert philosophical quote. Yeah, Mega Lopunny, MVP, because 3 kills. MVP shoutouts go to Poliwrath and P2, who put in the finest of work, because P2 doesn't die. It did die, but that's because I let it die. And Poliwrath just chewing hits and chipping his team down, as well as killing off the Chestnut. which was obviously a threat to Megalopony. So, yeah, that means Megalopony ends the season on 7-1, 7-0 for me in, I think, 3 games. One game it didn't even get to see the field against the Draco Droppers. And the other 2 games he got 4 and 3 kills respectively. So, Megalopony, fucking amazing. I love this monster so much, and now that I've used it a bit more in League Format, I love it even more. And yeah, Megalopony is amazing, kids. Use it. Mamoswine only saw the field once in Gallop Rocks and switched out, so that's the thing. Latias didn't do much, but it did what it had to do. It killed Togetic, which was huge. Switching to Helios. Chip damage on Heatran, which didn't really matter, I don't think, but hey, it was there. Rufflet could have done a lot, but it didn't because it missed. And P2 is P2, and it's a god. So, kids, draft P2 and Megalopony, I think. That sounds like a good idea. Anyway, it's gonna be the game. Bluesy's link will be down in the description below, as always. And we are undefeated in GPC. We didn't lose a single game with a draft that was from leftovers, basically. I took what was not taken, or taken by the guy before me, and yeah, didn't lose a single game. I played one of the best, if not the best from what I've heard, player in my division before, in Merc, with arguably the best team in the division by far, and I won. I won all of these games, and I'm really happy with my GPC performance. I think this is going to be a good start into the PPL Season 3. I still have to record my SCL game. Whoops. It's gonna happen, okay? Geo, don't hate me. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna shut up now. Thank you all for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave some nudes. I'll appreciate it through this, and hopefully see you guys next time. Goodbye.